Final Fantasy is one of the biggest video game franchises in gaming. There are a bunch of video games for this franchise, like I don't even know what number we're on at this moment, maybe like 13 I guess, I don't even know. But there is one out of the bunch that is very popular with fans, which of course is Final Fantasy VII. This is the one that everyone and their mothers were talking about. Final Fantasy VII is an RPG game developed by Square and released on the PlayStation in Japan January 31st, 1997, and for North America September 9th, 1997. It was the most successful selling game and commercial wise of the Final Fantasy franchise, but years later people want a remake in this game, and in 2005 Sony's E3 press conference they show a tech demo of Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 3, but obviously we didn't get it. But on June 15, 2015, thus we have Final Fantasy VII Remake released on April 10th, 2020 for the PlayStation 4. Honestly, I wasn't really a fan of Final Fantasy VII at first, but I recognized these characters from the Kingdom Hearts series. But when I tried the remake, I fell in love with this game. It made me want to go get my Switch and bought the original game. This is how much I enjoyed the game. So, for the sequel coming out this month, I want to go back and play the remake once more to see if I still felt the same way than the first time I played the game in 2020. I am playing on the PlayStation 5 versions because I heard this one's much better with the upscale graphics and everything they fixed from the PlayStation 4. So let's take a look at Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Get down here, Merc.
Remake is a recreation of the original game. An ex-soldier named Cloud joins an ego terrorist group known as Avalanche in a mission against an electric power company called Shinra, who wants to suck up Mako energy, which is the blood of the planet. It's up to Cloud and Avalanche to stop them and to protect their planet from dying. There are 18 chapters in total. The game takes place in the Midgar section. If I remember correctly, this whole section was like 3 hours. But they managed to expand this into a 40-hour game, which props to them. They did an amazing job expanding the story even more, and the world building is phenomenal. Exploring Midgard feels like an actual place. And the characters too, they flesh these characters out there. It's amazing because you spend time with the Avalanche team. In the original game, you don't even spend time with them, and what happens to them, you don't feel anything. But the remake changes that. You care about these guys, such as Biggs, who's the cool guy, and Jesse. No, not that Jesse. I'm talking about this Jesse.
So you don't need a reward?
No.
Well, you got one anyway.
I'm in love.
And there's Wedge. Moving on. Remake does an amazing job fleshing these characters out. Even the bad guys too. Like Dr. Hojo, he's this evil mad scientist who makes this horrible experiment creatures. This guy is disgustingly evil.
Did you really think we'd leave such a precious specimen to rot in the gutter? We collected and cataloged every last bit of her. Hair, skin, organs, every fragment of every bone. As breathtaking in death as in life.
I have to say Reno and Rude are like my favorite characters. They're not necessarily villains per se. They're basically like badass bounty hunters.
No, I'm not bad. But like it or not, I sometimes have to do bad things.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
Oh my god, like Sephiroth, he's just such a great villain for this franchise. And he's even barely in this game. But he just lurks in the shadows, haunting Cloud in certain chapters. And this man is basically Thanos in Final Fantasy VII.
Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard! Yeah!
The graphics of the PlayStation 5 version is absolutely stunning in my opinion. They fixed some of the issues I had on the PlayStation 4 version. The lighting is much better, textures are fixed, like the background in chapter 15 is much better now because it looks so rough on the PlayStation 4. Let me record this part real quick, because this shit used to be ass, and now looks not ass. Thank God.
It looks cool actually. Everything's just destroyed.
I know. They
Like actually destroyed. It doesn't look like Minecraft.
Yeah, bro. They put it in PNG, bro. They had the PNG in there.
Oh yeah, the PNG.
Yeah. The story is phenomenal. It felt like a movie or a TV show at times with these characters, the world, even the soundtrack is god tier. It's up there of one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. The combat is basically a real-time RPG. You attack, dodge, or block. It's sort of like Kingdom Hearts' gameplay system, but much different. You have 2 ATB bars that fill up the more you keep attacking your enemies, and once an ATB bar fills up, you enter tactical mode, with everything around you slows down. You'll have options to use, either use your character's abilities or use, spell materia, which it requires an MP or your ATB bar. If you're playing this in hard mode, just letting you know, you better use that MP wisely, because in hard mode you can't use any items. That's the one thing that's so difficult in that mode. You have 2 other characters in your party who are able to help you during battle, or you can switch between them. And I only wish if Kingdom Hearts had this system in their games.
Donald, heal me!
You can find different materia around that will help you affect your playstyle during combat. And the cool mechanic they have in this game is where you attack your opponent to pressure them, and a bar fills up, and they will enter in a stagger mode where the enemies will be vulnerable state where you can deal a lot of damage to your opponent. There's an upgrade system for your materia and abilities, and a skill tree for your weapons that you'll find throughout the game. If you want to get more materia, you either have to go to the shop and purchase them, or talk to Charlie, an android who wants to help you on your adventures to gather more info and make new materia for you. My absolutely favorite materia to use in this game is the summoning. I'm summoning!
Duty calls.
Not that! It's coming! Move!
You'll be able to summon allies to help you in battle against tough enemies, and the summons do come in clutch. On the boss fights, there are some moments I almost got murked, but these summons do save my ass most of the time, and they do have sick ass animation. Okay, I wanted to point this out. When I first started playing the game back in 2020, I thought the side quests didn't really matter to the main story, but I was completely wrong. For example, I didn't know it had an effect on the outfits for Tifa and Aerith, because my dumbass thought we'd get them either way, but it turns out that's not the case here. Pretty cool. So, hey, Will.
Oh my god, they actually went out to red as a carpet.
Ma'am.
Oh dude, her theme. I'm just now realizing her theme.
Instead, I got this one.
I know, right? It's bad.
We also got different cutscenes depending on which choices you make in the game. I kind of like this feature, especially in Persona 5, like whatever choices you make, you get a different outcome in the future. And we have minigames. These are actually fun to play. I'm not huge on the minigames like that, but these I enjoy. One is the most hilarious scene of Cloud dancing in the Honeybee Inn. Oh shit.
When do I look yet?
Oh, no way, it gets worse.
And there's one I took very serious on, which is the pull-up minigame. This one I got very heated, and this isn't even really a boss fight. Speaking of bosses, holy shit, these fights are freaking amazing. I like fighting hard bosses in games that you have to figure out the pattern to find out what their weaknesses are, and the cinematics of the different phases that the boss have are really sick. The Airbuster fight has to be the greatest boss music ever, and my absolute favorite boss to fight is the Hell House.
But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, bro, sorry. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
Bro.
Whoa! Whoa!
I did not.
Finally! Fuck you, bitch! Despite all the positives I have for this game, I do have some negatives. There are certain moments where the game can be dragging a lot, and some are just pointless, like it didn't need to be in the game. Which, I'm talking about Chapter 5. This one was a waste of a chapter.
After playing E comes F, G, and then H.
Thought E was the last.
This here is Section F.
We cut through section G and head for H.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm gonna have to be honest here. I do not like the whispers. They're just really annoying. They're intentionally plot goals. That's just like, they're just there literally if something happens and they just show up out of the blue. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the ending that happens, just in case, you know, spoiler warning for the people who hasn't played Remake. So, you get to fight the plot goals at the end, and let's just say it was absolutely hell because they can one-shot you and your party members. Like, oh my god, like, the amount of times I get so frustrated fighting these guys where it's just really frustrating. And they do stupid amount of damage, like, holy crap. But once you destroy Fate itself, everything is up in the air in the next game. Like, what? Zack is alive? And the story can go anywhere it wants to now. It's actually a good thing, and it also can be a bad thing because I don't mind them changing the story, but I'm hoping they don't mess it up in the next game. It's cool, but I'm hoping everything turns out well and they execute it right because I'm scared what they're gonna change up, and hopefully there's one moment that happens in Final Fantasy VII. Hopefully they don't change that, but we'll see. I this is getting me so hyped, and the theories that people are having for the next game is just freaking amazing, and I just cannot wait. Remake is a fantastic game with its story and gameplay and characters. It's one of my top 5 PlayStation 4 games of all time. Playing it again was so much fun. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 for me. It has problems, but it made up spending time with these characters and its story. I'm so excited for Rebirth. It's my most anticipated game of this year, and I'm still debating if I want to stream it or not because I want to spend time playing this game with all its side quests and its story. Hopefully, it leaves a smile on my face. So, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to share this video out many possible to get this channel growing. And comment down below, who's your favorite Final Fantasy character or Final Fantasy game? I just want to know about that. So, hope everybody gets to play Rebirth when it comes out, and I'm going to try to avoid spoilers. So, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later.